So willful blindness. It's like turning a blind eye to something that you don't want to see. You're ignoring obvious information in favor of maintaining the story that you've told yourself. I have a client, and that client has been running this business, and she spends an enormous amount of money on personal development. And when you look at the money that she's spending on her personal development in her quest, in her journey to prove that she's going to be a great consultant and she has the capacity, but she's got this story that says, I'm not ready yet. I don't have the certificate on the wall. I don't have enough information. And so when I talk to her about how much she could already be helping, she's turning a blind eye to the fact that she already knows enough to get started. She's so busy getting ready to be ready. But what if you're already ready and you just missed the clues? See, willful blindness is the tendency to see only what we're tracking towards. It obliterates all other information. I don't want to know that I could do this because the risk of actually taking action and not being good at it scares me more than continually telling myself that I have more to learn. I have blinders on like a horse. I'm maintaining focus on one thing only to the exclusion of all other information. So, when we think about how we get to this area of willful blindness, I think we're all guilty of that in the stories we tell ourselves. And so when we think about, am I ready? What would tell me I'm ready? Where's that curiosity come from? What am I willing to look for? Am I willing to expand the view? Often we see willful blindness happening. Let's use, a politician who believes that this is the only way to do something and to the exclusion of all other information. I once worked with an officer like this, his way or no way. Some of you may have people like that in your life. So I had to do it this way. That's the only solution. But if you've noticed, there's more than one way to get to Vegas. You can fly, you can drive, you can come from the west, the north, the south, the east, and there's 1,000 different ways to explore it. Willful blindness is limiting you by virtue of the story you're telling yourself that says, this is the only information I allow in. So let's go back to my girlfriend who's been getting ready to be ready. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Spending so much money, she's actually going bankrupt. She could be unbelievably, profoundly changing somebody's life, helping them find who they are in their spirit and lifting the wings and helping them soar. But her fear of not being enough keeps her not ready. She is willfully blind.